Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and tonight we're going to find 5 more probable Jurassic World Evolution dinosaurs based on the Digsite map we were shown during the expo. It's worth noting that due to the huge number of dig sites, it is likely, for now at least, we only get 1 dinosaur per site, but we can live in hope that we're going to get a few more. Today we're going to start down in Tunisia in northern Africa and the famous Chenini Formation, once featured in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. There's a number of exciting dinosaurs found down here, but I've decided to go for Carcharodontosaurus, one of the largest theropods to ever walk the earth. This carnivorous dinosaur has featured in JPOG in the past, but was also actually a playable dinosaur in the lesser known Jurassic Park fighting game, Warpath. It's always a good idea to have some large, threatening carnivores outside of the classic T-Rex and Spinosaurus, so I would personally welcome a return for Carchara to the series. And our fun facts return as well! Carchara is named for the Carcharodon genus of sharks, a genus with only one currently living species, otherwise known as extant, the great white shark, which I think tells you quite a lot about what Carcharodontosaurus is like as a dinosaur. Back to the map, but we're not going to travel too far. We're sticking to northern Africa and we're going to head a little bit east to an Egyptian formation, the Bahariya Formation. God, I've probably butchered that. Though not as well known as its western brother as a dig site, it was the discovery site of a very, very famous Jurassic Park dinosaur. And it's Spinosaurus, of course, an absolute staple of Jurassic Park nowadays, thanks to appearances in Jurassic Park 3 as the primary antagonist, and sort of in Jurassic World via, a skeleton, basically. This huge carnivore is always a subject of debate, both in how its body was formed. We've all seen the outdated Jurassic Park appearance. We all know what it used to look like, or what we thought it used to look like. There's still a lot of debate about it. But also in its true size, which is quite hard to judge due to an incomplete fossil record. It's also very hard to compare Spinosaurus with other non-spinosaurid theropods. It's possible Spinosaurus is the largest theropod to ever walk the earth, but the topic is still hotly debated. This seems like an absolute lock to appear in Evolution, but it'll be interesting to see whether they go with the Jurassic Park style appearance, which is what I would expect, or if they'll mix it up and just generally confuse the general public with the updated appearance. Our third creature comes to us from good old Blighty, as we're back on the south coast of England with the Jurassic Coast. There's really only 1 dinosaur discovered here, but it's a hotspot for marine reptile fossils, such as Ichthyosaurus. If they are in the game, this is probably the spot for their discovery, but until we know that for sure, let's just go ahead and assume it's a dinosaur, which would probably make it Scelidosaurus. This armoured herbivorous dinosaur has appeared in Jurassic Park before via the Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder game, and it also appeared as a toy, a tiny little weird looking toy in the Jurassic Park series a long time ago. What's interesting about this dinosaur, other than nobody quite knowing what it is it a true ankylosaur or is it a basal ankylosaur stegosaur mix, is that we also don't really know why it evolved such prominent protection. This is an armoured dinosaur. No large carnivores have been discovered in the same area yet on that Jurassic coast, so paleontologists are still hard at work trying to find the dinosaur that would have preyed upon Scelidosaurus and prompted the evolution of all of this armour. Our penultimate dig site is going to take us to the only dig site in South America in the game, oh my god, and please just bear with me for this one, the Ishigualasto Provincial Park. That was a mess. Now, based on the map, I initially believed this dig site to be Chilean in origin, as it does seem to sit right there on the west coast where Chile is. But guys, I spent at least an hour trawling through the internet trying to find an example of a Chilean dinosaur, a prominent Chilean dinosaur discovered on this west coast in this rough area. Now, there is a chance it could be a completely different dinosaur. Maybe they've gone for something truly obscure, but generally speaking in these videos I've tried to stick to dinosaurs that were at least present in the franchise or are popular and well known elsewhere. So I went with a close approximation. We headed a tiny bit east and we went with Argentina and Herrerasaurus. Made popular recently by the well-regarded The Isle game, Herrerasaurus is a medium-sized theropod carnivore that has actually appeared in Jurassic Park before via the Telltale Jurassic Park game, and specifically the scene on the roller coaster. Herrerasaurus is a particularly interesting dinosaur as well because as a Triassic dinosaur, it is one of the first dinosaurs that ever existed. It is a basal dinosaur basically. The prominent train of thought for Herrerasaurus is that it is the most basal and primitive form of theropoda, i.e. Herrerasaurus could possibly be the very first theropod that ever existed, the first of its kind, which is pretty cool. Our final dig site takes us up to the Great White North of Canada, specifically the Dinosaur Park Formation in Alberta. Now there are a ton of different dinosaurs found here, both herbivorous and carnivorous, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if the evolution devs have gone for a different one or if there's multiple dinosaurs discovered here, but I have decided to go for one in particular, Styracosaurus, the spiked lizard, a large and incredibly spiky ceratopsid with particularly ornate frill and horn arrangements, probably primarily for display and finding a mate. We've all been there, eh? Despite not appearing in the films, there is a long history of Styracosaurus in the Jurassic Park franchise, making its debut in the original novel itself before appearances in many games, I believe 4 so far, including JPOG. It has been suggested in novel canon at least that the Styracosaurus has actually been wiped out and made extinct, but maybe evolution can bring them back to the fore once more. Hey, that rhymes. Styracosaurus is a good opportunity for a colourful and extravagant ceratopsid, leaving the more battle-hardened Triceratops to be the ceratopsid that sort of squares up against the attacking T-Rexes and such. That's all for today, folks. 5 more dig sites, 4 of which I am moderately confident about. 1, the Chilean/Argentinian one, that I'm not at all confident about. I'm going to bring up a list here of the 10 dinosaurs I so far think will appear in evolution based on these 2 videos we've done. It's worth noting that if prehistoric non-dinosaur creatures are included in the game, then a few of these would certainly change. Probably Scelidosaurus would change, Australovenator would change, I butchered that as well. But hey, all we can do for now is speculate. Thank you so much for joining me as per usual. If you want to see more content like this, do make sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to make sure you do actually get notifications because YouTube is stupid. And whilst you're down there, jam that like button for me. It goes a super long way. If you do want to see a part 3 of this, we've still got plenty of dig sites to look at, particularly in North America, then let me know in the comments down below and I shall see you folks in the next episode. Cheers, much love, and as always, bye bye.